off.
Little mountain stream here. I think this is Little Laurel. Well, today we've got a beautiful walk here along this river. I understand there's trout in this river, and it is very scenic and very restful just walking along here. Today we're slack packing. Slack packing is when you don't carry your pack, as my bride is free. How do you feel about slack packing, Sherry?
It's pretty refreshing.
Yeah. So we had some rough days. Her knees were hurting. We had the opportunity to slack pack, and so we took advantage of that. I had my pack on, but probably only about 10 pounds. So it's pretty light, and we're gonna hike, I think, 13 miles today without any weight, and it feels very good. Probably good for our bodies. And then tomorrow we'll crunch a big day. That's the plan, and hopefully still be on course to get to Damascus by Sunday. So we're looking forward to that. Here we are in East Tennessee. Looks like occasionally rocks fall here, and hopefully it won't be while we're walking through here. Better keep your eyes peeled here. It looks like these rocks are, there should be a sign, falling rocks, huh? I wonder how this got here. Maybe it came from up there somewhere. My. Looky.
Oh my goodness.
Way down there. What do you think, Sherry?
This is gorgeous.
My understanding is there's 350 steps to get to the top. So, unless somebody's going to carry us, we better get busy. Well, this is Laurel Falls Shelter. Pretty cool little shelter, but no good place to pitch a tent here. Even if you found a place that you wanted to pitch it, which there's no flat spots, it's all rock. So you'd be hard pressed to get a stake in the ground, and it just falls off the edge all the way around. Quite a ways down over the hill to get to water down over there, but the shelter is really cool. Got a lot of character and made out of stone. It went to a lot of work to build it, but we're gonna go on and look for something different. On our way down here to Laurel Falls, and it's pretty rocky and pretty steep climb. Fortunately, we're going down at the moment. Those steps are
Killer on knees.
yeah, it's hard on the knees. Been going down for a while in these big rock steps, and as Sherry said, it's kind of hard on the knees and the feet, pretty harsh landing, but it promises a good view at the bottom. And we're still on the Appalachian Trail here, believe it or not, whatever you thought it might look like, it might look different than what you had in mind. Over here, there's a gorgeous waterfall. Boy, I hope we're still on the AT. There's no signs here. We don't know where to go. I think we go up this way. We didn't bring our rock climbing gear.
That is so exhilarating. That is so fun.
Great time. Really great. So beautiful. So unusual. And So tonight we're stealth camping. We didn't want to stay up by the shelter because the shelter was up on a knob, and yeah, there wasn't a good place to pitch. So I wanted to show you here. This is the trail here. Here's the AT, and up on that tree there you can see there's a white blaze, and then these rocks here come over to this post, the sign there, and you can see the double blaze there. That means the trail turns when you see two blazes, one on top of the other, and then it goes up right here and then up. And tomorrow we have about a 1,700 foot climb. That's how we'll start our day. But the good thing is we get warmed up that way. And then this, if we take this trail on, there's a road up there. We've met a couple people walking, a young lady who went trout fishing. So we're stealth camping right here. We found a nice little spot. River's just down over on the other side of the bank here. We've got our dirty water bag here hanging up, and I'm filtering water there. And here's where we're cooking tonight. I've got my bear bag string hung up over in a tree over here. So it looks like we're in good shape for the night, and we'll get a good start in the morning. When the sun's shining on these trees that are covered with moss, it makes it look like a fluorescent color to them. Sun's coming out and warming things up. We were unsure of how to dress. One of the things we're learning is that it's a constant effort to try to maintain body temperature and control sweat. So sometimes, like this morning, it wasn't raining, but the cloud had set in, and so the leaves on the trees were collecting the moisture, and it was dripping big drops. And we knew if we put a raincoat on that we would begin to sweat, and it was kind of cold, and so we popped our umbrellas up, and we were very grateful that we had those umbrellas. Yes, we were. We just came from up on the ridge up there, and then we went around and coming down on the switchback here. So we popped those umbrellas up, and we were glad we had them. And then we met up with a couple who we've been kind of hiking back and forth, leapfrogging each other, and they had their raincoats on. They were warm, but they were too warm because the raincoats hold heat, but they don't allow your body to breathe very well. And they said they were pretty soaking wet on the inside from sweat, which is what happens. And so you have to kind of figure out which is the worst. Do you want to be warm and wet, or do you want to be cold and wet? But that's kind of how it works. But it's warming up, and we're drying off. I'm sure they're going to dry off too. And it's just a constant effort. Yesterday was so warm. I think it was supposed to be up to 70 degrees, and so we were down to the bare minimum, just shorts and t-shirts, and the sweat was rolling. And I imagine we'll have a lot more of those kind of conditions as the summer grows, or as we get through spring here. Just a beautiful view. So incredible. We're so thankful that we can do this and do it together while we're still able, and not that we're young, but we're able-bodied enough that we can still do this. So. Good morning. We're out and on the trail, and we came to another small stream here is Cascades. Hardcore Cascades is what it's called. And when we rounded the corner back there, it sounded like the treetops were blowing, but it's not the treetops. It's not the wind at all. It's the water. And you can see the cascades up here coming down. It is just beautiful. What a wonderful view on a Thursday morning. We never tire of seeing the waterfalls, the streams, the mountains, the rhododendrons, all of it. This morning we're kind of socked in a cloud here, and there's a lot of rain or water dripping on us, but it's not rain. It's because the clouds set in, and the difference between the temperatures between the ground and the air makes for a lot of condensation. So it's pretty damp, but it's a beautiful morning to be on trail. I believe this is why they call it the Smoky Mountains. It's not smoke, it's clouds, but it is beautiful, and it looks like it could be smoke, right? It's really something. We were kind of covered in a cloud this morning, and now it's burning off, and we have a bit of a situation here. We have a bridge or an underpass. Well, we're gonna go over. What are you gonna do, Sherry?
What?
What are you gonna do?
Go over?
Okay, pretty smart woman. We just figured out today that we've gone over 400 miles now, and we still like being together, and we enjoy seeing all of this together. Just incredible. I'm not sure what you're doing today, but I hope you're getting to see something, taking time to enjoy maybe something that looks ordinary to you. People live around here, they're used to seeing this every day, but it's pretty incredible to us Flatlanders. We stayed at the Refuge Hostel last night, and Robert and April, our wonderful host and hostess, wonderful people, and just so good to be with them. Have a very nice facility. The Refuge Hostel is a refuge. It was a really nice place to stay, and I would highly recommend it if you're a thru hiker or if you're in the area. Again, it's a hostel, so it's more of a dorm setting with a common bathroom and a common kitchen. But it was nice to be there because it rained and it was a lot of flashing lightning last night. So we were glad to be on the inside instead of on the outside in a soggy tent, which would have been kind of a heavy thing to lug around today. And then at some point we like to, when that happens, we like to stop and air it out.